Alrighty, so we're back on some more Warframe today. Not actually doing the Sporothrix grind this time, because we got some new Prime Resurgence. There's Atlas, Bobbin, Deathcube, Techo, Fragger, and Axtiletto, and then the regular usual stuff. But what I need still is Atlas, Bobbin, Techo, and Fragger, so we'll see what parts I'm missing for there and go off of that. It's pretty lucky in that I logged on and got a resource booster just from the login bonus. Pretty convenient timing if you ask me. Let's go ahead and check Atlas Prime. I think I have almost everything. Yeah, I just need the neuroptics. What do I need for Votman? Okay. Oh, just neuroptics and systems. Alright. Fragger, just need the handle. Okay. And Techo just need 2 more blades. Let's see here. What is what? I think we'll go for the easier stuff first. Have a feeling most of them are going to be rare. That's what it's looking like. Let's see here. There's something for Fragger that I need. That is not rare. Where is it? Did I miss it? Okay, it's uncommon. Oh, that's alright. Then we'll just go ahead, see what missions we've got to run. Is there any capture or exterminate? Exterminate is fine as well. There's those ones. Alright, there's an Axie capture up, so we'll just go ahead and do that. That's what I typically do. Love me some capture. Now, I have not really planned out this video at all. I'm literally just recording and talking, so we'll just see whatever comes up. Okay, we're not doing Axie because I already have all this stuff. Alright, what do I need for Lith? Atlas and Bobbin? Alright, well, gotta do it anyway. I might have to grind some more Aya later on. That'll totally be fun. Now, I still do have some other video ideas. I just have not gotten to them yet. Maybe it's just me being lazy, but I don't know. I like to just take it easy, just play whatever, talk about whatever. Wow, I have a lot of Atlas relics. I did not know about that. Oh no, I just like gaming and chatting, just taking it easy. I think it's a good break from the rest of YouTube with all the people that over-optimize their videos and overstimulate them. It's nice to just get some gaming and chatting. I know I don't stream anything. Maybe I'll stream someday. I know that I streamed before with my Fallout New Vegas playthrough, but I just have not really streamed since then. I mean, there wasn't anyone watching really. I got maybe like 1 viewer here and there, but for the most part, no one shows up, and that's because, you know, discoverability for streaming is pretty tough. Because when you have 0 viewers, you're at the bottom of the barrel, literally. Because there's so many streamers that even have at least a few viewers, and really, there's a lot of streamers in general. It's a very saturated area. So really, my plan was always to just try to grow an audience through making YouTube videos, and then hopefully some of them will convert when I actually do streams. I don't really know what my goal for when I'll stream is actually. I mean, maybe it's a bit ambitious, but maybe I'll start streaming when I get to about 100,000 subscribers. Again, yeah, call that ambitious. I don't even have 1,000 yet, but hey, we'll see how things go, you know? Might be surprised. I mean, I'm kind of surprised with how things have actually been going so far. I've only been uploading for a little over a year and a half, and I'm already at 868 subscribers. Like, that's not bad at all. There are people that go years of uploading and still struggle to reach even 1,000 subscribers, but we're actually kind of on our way to 1,000 subs. From what I hear, it sounds like once you get past 1,000 subs, things pick up a bit. I don't know how true that is. I'll just have to see for myself. I gotta say, having a chat to actually bounce off of when it comes to talking is probably so helpful. I know Ludwig did a video where he tries to stream with 0 viewers and tries to go until he gets at least 1 viewer, and he was talking about how hard it is to okay, yeah, we'll go with Equinox. He was talking about how hard it is to actually stream with 0 viewers, and I was like, oh man, that's kind of just a regular occurrence for me. Having to figure out what to talk just off the cuff, no one around you to talk about, it is somewhat a talent. You almost need to be able to separate yourself into 2 people. One that can ask the questions, and then the other that can answer the questions. That's kind of my advice, because like I think to myself a ton, because I'm alone by myself a ton. What am I doing? Oh yeah, maybe we'll just go ahead and grab 2. Maybe that's being a bit ambitious, but being able to just ask yourself questions about anything and then form the answers, that's a talent. Oh, I need to do this. Okay, we'll go ahead and do this, or I accidentally forget. But yeah, I find myself asking myself a lot of questions. It's about so many things. I mean, it typically happens a ton when I'm actually watching other videos, and I mean, in that case, you can sort of have topics to bounce off of because of what the YouTuber is talking about. Also, am I the only one that prefers the term YouTuber over content creator? I don't know. YouTuber just sounds more down to earth, whereas content creator, it sounds like so, I don't know, professional, formal, whereas YouTuber just sounds like more friendly for some reason. It's very interesting. But also, I feel like it is almost 2 different things. I feel like a content creator is almost more like someone that's almost trying to do TV, but on YouTube. Like, their videos is about the content that they make, right? Whereas a YouTuber, videos that they make is more so about themselves. Is that an interesting way to look at it? Maybe. I mean, feel free to let me know if anyone watches it. I mean, there's always people that watch my videos, at least some, and I do really appreciate those that do decide to watch my videos. It means a lot. I mean, I always try to go with the mindset that, hey, if my video even helps someone to be happy, that's at least one person compared to none. Going on though, I sometimes wonder what my next main, I can save this, there we go. I sometimes wonder what my next main game will be, or at least part of the rotation, because currently I'm really just playing Warframe for the most part, and then just some variety here and there if I feel like it. But really, it's like most of my main games that I've had are pretty old, like Destiny 2 that came out in 2017. Overwatch is a game that I used to main that came out in 2016. Really, I kind of went from variety, and then in 2014 I got Xbox Live, and I was really interested in playing Call of Duty online for the first time, and the first Call of Duty that I played online in multiplayer was Black Ops 2. I remember Black Ops 2 was still really popular in 2014 because you could see how many players are online, and there was still well over 100,000. Feels like back in the older day for Call of Duties, the golden era, CODs would still remain popular for a few years. Like kind of that 2012 to 2015 time span, people were still playing a lot of Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, original Modern Warfare, World at War, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3, just the whole ordeal. And part of it was because Call of Duty Ghosts came out. People really did not care for it. I know that there still is a fan base for Call of Duty Ghosts. I didn't really like it. To me, it was very slow paced. Not fun. It was really weird because the maps were so large, but the time to kill was so fast. I had Call of Duty Ghosts on the 360, and man, the colors really did look washed out. Then after Call of Duty Ghost, you had Advanced Warfare, another kind of indecisive Call of Duty. Some people liked it, some people didn't. I didn't really care for it much. So with Call of Duty Ghost and then Advanced Warfare coming out, sure, not exactly beloved Call of Duties, people went back to the golden ones, and that was a really good time. And then Black Ops 3 came out, was really fun. I really enjoyed it. Only kind of problem with Black Ops 3 is the loot boxes. In themselves, I kind of like them, but the problem was weapons being behind them. Like, it was cool to get a new weapon, but man, there were so many weapons that I just never got to try out because there were no unlock challenges for weapons back in that day. You just had to get them through the loot boxes, which was an absolute pain. There were so many melees in that game too. Oh wait, I've got something built. Hold on, I think my forma is done. I need that. Thank you. So it's like I was kind of variety first in my younger days, and then Call of Duty for the most part. Oh, it was kind of a split between multiplayer and zombies. I really enjoyed them both. And then it went into Overwatch for me, and man, 2017 Overwatch was just so peak. I don't think 2018 was that bad either, but by that point, Fortnite started to get really popular. So, and that's where kind of just a different era of gaming really stepped in. I just still remember how much Fortnite drove me insane. I didn't think Fortnite was bad by any means. I was not a hater. I thought Fortnite was alright. I was just not too big on Battle Royale. Everyone else was so obsessed with it. They would not stop talking about it. So I basically did not go. I went like a full year hearing the word Fortnite every single day. It was just everywhere, and so that kind of drove me insane. Because for me, the game was alright, but I just kept hearing about it every single day when I did not want to. Even when I wasn't really watching Fortnite videos, they would still pop up. It was just insane. It was like too much. I'm glad Fortnite has kind of calmed down now. Really, there's not like a game that's taking over the world at the moment. Like I guess kind of Arc Raiders, but not really. I mean, peak Fortnite was just a different behemoth. Oh, I am being slow. My bad. I am not focusing too much. I really wonder what the next titan of gaming is going to be. I don't know if there's ever going to be one. I mean, especially on Fortnite scale, that's a very tall order. I don't think an extraction shooter is going to be the next big thing. I know people for a while have been saying that extraction shooters are the next big thing. I don't really see that, and it's just because for one simple reason, they're not really casual friendly. They appeal to like a more hardcore audience. Now, of course, there still are some casual players that give them a shot. I think the reason why Arc Raiders has blown up to the point that it has is because it is a bit more casual friendly. Like, I mean, how many times do you hear about people saying like, oh, don't shoot me, I'm friendly, and stuff like that? People do not really want to PvP in Arc Raiders too much, and that does kind of cause a split in the community, as one side really wants to PvP. The other side just really wants to PvE. So that is kind of like a problem of extraction shooters. And obviously the devs had to pick one side or the other. It's kind of hard to appeal to both in that case. I mean, I guess they could just do a strictly PvE mode, but then the PvP players will complain that they don't have the players to really PvP against, because like I guess the main audience would be going to PvE only. So it's a lot to think about. It almost reminds me of skill-based matchmaking, how one side, oh sorry, I am burping a lot. It really reminds me of skills-based matchmaking, how one side is like very anti-skill-based matchmaking and the other side is very for it. My thought on skill-based matchmaking has always been, as long as it doesn't interfere with the match times, I'm fine. Because really, when I'm starting to have to wait 5 minutes for a single match, that gets to be problematic. And that has happened a few times for me with certain games. Like I remember on Destiny 2, when I was wanting to play some PvP, I would have to be waiting at least 5 minutes at bare minimum for a match. And yeah, that doesn't sound too bad, but that adds up over time quickly. If I play just 3 matches, then I'm spending 15 minutes just waiting for a match. And like, I'm not even at like the very top level. Like I was above average, but I'm not an elite or pro player. And also, as long as skill-based matching does not affect connection quality either. When it starts to affect match times and connection quality, that's when it becomes an issue. Because really, I don't really care about going against players that are better than me or on level with me, because typically for PvP games, I kind of want to improve. And in order to do that, I gotta kind of face people that are at least above me, or at least on par with me. Oh, a Mag Prime. Okay, cool. And you can't really do that when you're just constantly facing players that are below you. And also, it can be a bit unfun to play against players that are below you the whole time, because then you're hardly even really playing the game. Like, you do want at least some sort of challenge when it comes to PvP. It can get to a point where it's just so much of a stomp that it's not even really like playing the game. Oh yeah, Barrow is here. I did already look at him. He has some decent mods that I should get. You should probably get them too if you play Warframe. I'll leave it up to you. Another one of these, and we'll hop back in. I know there is a game that I'm kind of keeping an eye on. It's called The Cube. I'm really curious how it's going to be, because really, I love my looter shooters, and I really love first-person looter shooters in particular. Warframe I do quite enjoy, and is third-person instead, but I've always just had more of a love for first-person shooters, because I just really love the feel of weapon handling and also movement in them. I mean, Titanfall 2 is like peak movement for me. I love that movement system. The only thing that Titanfall 2 kind of got wrong was the ADS was a bit rough. It was not that clean. Luckily, Hipfire was very good in the game, and Apex Legends did fix the ADS issue. The problem with Apex Legends is that its movement is just not comparable to Titanfall 2. Apex Legends is snail's pace compared to Titanfall 2, and I love very fast movement. If I could get a looter shooter with the movement of Titanfall 2, I would absolutely love that. Oh, that would be so peak in my opinion. I don't know, I just have like a pretty big love for looter shooters, just the open world exploration games. I think part of it is because I really like some of the older ones I played, like Skyrim. I know it's not a looter shooter, but it still is like a open world game. Thing is, you know, it's not actually a shooter. And I've always loved games like Dark Souls, Elden Ring, that kind of style. I never played any of them, but that's because I don't really care for their combat style. I am very kind of picky when it comes to third-person games and the feel of them. The camera placement has to be just right for me to enjoy them. I'm very much a feel-based gamer, if that makes sense. But I would have always loved if I could get a game similar to Elden Ring, Dark Souls, Skyrim, whatever, but it's a shooter instead. No one's really done that. They've always just want to make more Souls-like games. I gotta ask, is anyone else kind of tired of the Souls-like games? Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, they don't appeal to me. I get that. They're not for me, and that's alright. I got no problem with that. At some point, doesn't it seem like they're kind of just getting to be a bit repetitive? Where it's like, is there even really that much of a difference between them? You know, that's my question, because like so many of these games have like similar art styles too, to where they're just kind of starting to blend together and not really stand out from each other. And it's funny, you could see, I think it was in the Sony State of Play, so many games when they're being first revealed, they just look so similar. They just don't really have that it factor. They don't really stand out above the rest. It's like, yep, this is another Souls-like game, whoop-de-doo. I know some people will be like, oh, I'm never gonna get tired of Souls-like games, and hey, there's no problem with that at all. I'm happy you get to enjoy your games, and they typically are at least pretty good games. Like, it's hard for them to be bad, but at the same time, they don't really stand out above the rest too much, you know? Like Ghost of Tsushima, what was it, Sekiro, Elden Ring, Dark Souls, they all start to kind of just blend a little bit when you're starting to go even more. I mean, Wukong, it's like, yeah, they're all great games for sure, but how many more of those can we get? I almost feel like it's playing it too safe as well. Can we get a little more bold, a little more risky? That's just my thoughts on the topic. I mean, as long as they're at least good games, it really does not matter too much. I'm just saying that I want a little bit more innovation, a bit more uniqueness. You know, let's try something a little different, actually. I know Digital Extremes has been making their Soulframe, I think it's called. I don't know how that's going. All I know is that it's not really affecting the development of Warframe, at least, which was a concern for them. Not the devs, the community, that is. Which makes sense, because I mean, hey, Destiny 2, Bungie moved to Marathon, and we can really see how that is impacting Destiny. Granted, they did it really in a dumb way. I mean, they had multiple projects going on. What was it, like 5 or 6 projects going on? And it's like, yeah, I get it. You know, Bungie probably makes a fair bit of money off of Destiny, but not that much. I mean, Riot Games had multiple projects in development, and even they had to cancel some of them, and that's Riot money. They've got that League of Legends money, and so if Riot Games was struggling with multiple projects and had to can a few of them, what the heck was Bungie expecting? Like, Bungie was obviously bought for, what, $3.6 billion, I think it was. Riot Games would probably take, I don't know, $100 billion to purchase. Maybe I'm overestimating that. I don't know, at least a 50 billion? Like, Riot Games is dummy rich, and so with them struggling to make multiple projects, I don't know what Bungie was thinking. I think Bungie still has that Project Gummy Bears game still going on, but I think that's been moved all the way over to Sony. And really, I don't know how things are going to go with Bungie, because Marathon, we have no idea how it's going to be. I'm not optimistic about it. I'm not really pessimistic about it. You know, I'm just simply wait and see. We'll find out here soon enough. But Bungie does have a kind of a poor record. Let me tell you, when they definitely know how to fumble the ball. And on top of that, Sony has been doing some very questionable things recently. I mean, they shut down Blue Point Studios recently, which was apparently the makers of the Dark Souls remake, I think it was called. I didn't really look into it too much. But yeah, studio shutdowns, they definitely suck, especially when they made good projects. Because what, Microsoft shut down that one Hi-Fi Rush studio, and apparently they made a really good game. I don't know how it did in terms of sales numbers, because it really does not seem like it was marketed that much, which is definitely a problem. I mean, these games seriously need more marketing. Because I remember when X-Defiant came out, I only kind of knew about that because I was still playing some Call of Duty at the time. It was Modern Warfare 2 or 3 at the time, so I kind of already knew about X-Defiant because a lot of people were saying it's the COD killer, which, I mean, we all know how that goes. And X-Defiant just did not have that much marketing at all. It also did just have some, like, issues with making money, because, I mean, game came out, people were, you know, relatively hyped for it, especially COD players that were kind of just tired of COD. But then it came out, I mean, it had some network issues, and then there just was not a ton of content to it. Which, yes, I know, free-to-play game, I get it, but at the same time, lacking content is kind of a genuine critique. If people start to quit because they're just getting bored, you can't really blame them. And then when it comes to making money, I mean, the skins, they were just not that interesting. And again, that is another genuine critique, because when skins are your only form of monetization, it's kind of important for them to be done well. So X-Defiant just really missed the ball when it came to the amount of content it had at release, the network, and the skins. I remember some people were trying to say, like, oh, it's Activision sabotaging them. Dude, the game's made by Ubisoft. What do you expect? They don't need any help having self-sabotage. I mean, hey, Ubisoft, Activision, EA, they're all the masters of self-sabotage. They don't need to help each other at all when it comes to that stuff. Like, yeah, it does kind of suck that X-Defiant got shut down, but at the same time, I'm not too surprised it happened. Like, I mean, that's kind of what happens when you release a game half-baked. Also, it was on the Ubisoft launcher, which no one really cares for. I know some people try to say Steam's a monopoly. Steam's a monopoly because it's a really good place. That's why people love Steam. Anyway, I think that's about all I've got to say for now. So just another chill chatting session. We'll see whatever I title this. I'll see you guys in whatever I do next.